Imagine squandering your inheritance. From there, you go on, you go broke, and then go as far as auctioning your father's ID. How interesting is that, guys? Or how embarrassing is that? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this video. My name is Primrose, and if it's your first time, you're welcome. And if you're returning, Sabi, thank you so much for the continued support, guys. Guys, with this Mandela drama, I've just been trying to ignore the story, but I was like, honestly, I said I'm here to deliver to the people. So let me get down and just go ahead and give you the story, guys. About 75 items are to go under the hammer in a deal between Mandela's family and the New York-based auctioneer. So South Africa said that we're going to do anything that we can to actually stop this auction. Because Nelson Mandela wasn't just a check and jail somebody. The South African government has said it will challenge the auctioning of dozens of artifacts belonging to the nation, anti-apartheid stalwart Nelson Mandela, saying the items are of historical significance and should be preserved in the country. The 75 items belonging to Mandela, the country's first democratically elected president who spent 27 years in jail for his anti-apartheid struggle against white minority rule, are to go under the hammer on February 22 in a deal between New York-based auctioneers, Gunsays, and Nelson Mandela's family, mainly his daughter, Makaziwe Mandela. But South Africa's Ministry of Culture said it has filed an appeal to halt the unpermitted export of the objects. Former President Nelson Mandela is integral to South Africa's heritage, Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture Zizi Kodwa said in a statement. It is thus important that we ensure that his life's work and experiences remain in the country for generations to come. Mandela passed away in 2013. The items, which include the late leader's iconic Ray-Ban sunglasses and Madiba shirts, personal letters he wrote from prison, as well as a blanket gifted to him by former U.S. President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle. A champagne cooler that was a present from former President Bill Clinton is also on the list, with bidding on it starting at 24,000 US dollars, which is equivalent to something like $500,000 rands. Among the items is also Mandela's ID book, his identification document following his release from prison in the 1990s. Last month, the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria gave the go-ahead for the auction after dismissing an interdict by the South African Heritage Resources Agency, which is responsible for the protection of the country's cultural heritage. On its website, Quincy says the auction will be nothing short of remarkable, and that proceeds will be used for the building of the Mandela Memorial Garden in Qunu, the village where he is buried. To imagine actually owning an artifact touched by this great leader is almost unthinkable, it says. In an interview with US media published on Thursday, Makaziwe Mandela said her father wanted the former Transkei region, where he was born and raised, to benefit economically from tourism. I want other people in the world to have a piece of Nelson Mandela and to remind them, especially in the current situation of passion, of kindness, of forgiveness, she told the New York Times. Reports of the auction have sparked heated debates on social media platforms in South Africa, which many are criticizing the auctioning of what they consider to be the nation's cultural heritage. The planned auction has come as many South African countries seek to have treasured African artworks and artifacts that were removed from the continent during colonial years returned to Africa. It looks like the Mandela family is not together on this whole thing, because just recently, Ndaba Mandela came and said, who sells their father's ID? Ndaba Mandela slams his aunt's plans to auction Madiba's ID and other valuable items. South Africans are also angry and are also calling for ANC to try and intervene in this matter, because it's not only Madiba's items that are on sale, guys. His historic home in Newtown has also been abandoned, as you've heard the story in the past, guys. And we've also heard that this aunt, Zanani Mandela, has also been accused of hiding assets from the grandchildren. I know, guys, these people are just trying to make money because they are broke. They are the kind of a family that just doesn't want to work, that wants to be spoon-fed all the time. And I think this auction is like cheapening Mandela's legacy. That's just how I see it. Because, guys, imagine someone like El Chapo, if he can actually be the one of the people that buys maybe his shirt. Imagine how it feels like. And I want to believe these items can actually do so much for South Africa, can bring so much change. Maybe they set up a museum, guys, somewhere in Europe, yeah. Even in Europe, guys, I know a lot of South Africans would want this museum in South Africa. But if you can actually look at it, as Africans, we don't follow those kind of things. Yeah, we don't see anything whenever, even if we can go there. I think if they can set up a museum, something like that in Europe, where the whites are mostly interested, maybe in China, where there is money, guys, I believe this can actually be very beneficial for the family, because a lot of people will definitely go there and want to view all this thing for real money. And I also want to believe there are so many South African millionaires who could have assisted in actually helping build this legacy garden. Nelson Mandela and his legacy deserve better, guys. Yeah. Whatever money that's raised in this is not worth the value of this personal belongings. Because right now, all I see is just broke and desperate people whose name alone is no longer enough to guarantee a cozy life for them. Yeah, because guys, this family, for me, they're spoiled. They're very spoiled, because you can actually look at how they treated that Houghton home. They are lazy. They have an entitlement attitude like no other, and they want the state to just take care of them. Look at what has just happened, guys. This is just so sad. These are broken people. They are broken. Especially the Zanani auntie. This one is just, just by looking at this woman, she irritates the hell out of me. Guys, honestly, especially after what she did to Zweleka. Like, Zweleka told the truth, guys. And we thought Zweleka was just crazy. We thought she was just talking too much. But Zweleka was right. This woman is so greedy. She's so self-centered. And right now, look at what they're saying, that she has hidden things from the entire family. She just wants things for herself and her children. And I'm very sure the government could have actually constructed this memorial garden for them if they could have asked. Simple like that, guys. These people have a lot of ways to actually make money. Instead, they just want shortcuts. They want shortcuts. What they want to just find things that are ready. They just pick and go. Zweleka, not Zweleka, Zanani, she has seriously dragged this family in the mud. And I think it's time for her to stop, guys. Can she just stop? What happened to her marriage? Why is she all over her family? She's married. She's supposed to be there in her husband's family. The marriage failed. Now she's back to come and harass everyone. But anyway, at the end of the day, it is her father's legacy. It is her father's everything. There's nothing that a lot can do, actually. Maybe, yeah, the country can intervene on this one. But as for me, I'll say maybe they should just let her. Let her take everything, finish everything. Next, we'll see what she'll do. Because right now, they should even be thinking of fixing that Houghton home and making something out of that home. But anyway, guys, please let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to keep your comments civil, respectful, and remember to give this video a like, a share, and consider subscribing to this channel just in case you are watching without subscribing. I'll see you on the next one.